WWRR, Scranton, Wilkes-Barre. WYCK, Plains. WMMZ, Berwick, Bloomsburg, Hazleton. Powered by Mohegan, Pennsylvania. This is The River, 105 and 103.5. This is Music on the Menu on The River. Timothy, where on earth did you go? Featuring Northeast PA's best artists. Maybe, never mind. She can move me like the stereo, like a song on the radio. She's an angel in the morning, yeah, that's me. And now, here's your host, Alan K. Stout.
So I got that going for me, which is nice.
All right, everybody. Happy Sunday night. Welcome to Music on the Menu on the River. Alan K. Stout with you as I always am. Sunday nights, 9 to 10, bringing you regional artists from northeastern Pennsylvania, doing their own original music, hanging out with D.C. Taylor. D.C., sure. Good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you, Alan?
I'm doing fine. And as you know, D.C., the gentleman sitting next to us in the studio.
That guy.
Has been with us quite a bit over the years.
Oh, sure.
We love having Dustin Douglas in to chat with us, especially for the reason he's here with us tonight, because his band, Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentlemen, recently dropped a brand new record. They're going to have the CD release party, official release this coming Saturday at the Jazz Cafe. And so, as is our tradition, Dustin, let's play the whole record tonight.
Let's do it. I love it.
And let's talk about it, man.
Yes. Well, thank you for having me back again. I feel like we've been doing this for a very long time. Man.
I think that
it's a great tradition.
You were on the playlist of my very first show in 2004. We played Boogie On.
Yes.
From Lemon Jelly that night, I believe. So 19 years we've been playing your stuff on the radio. And it's funny because you still seem like you're 19 years old to me.
No, I don't feel it.
Yeah, but
I wish.
But you're a young man. I mean, you were a teenager when you start making records.
Yeah.
And so anyway, let's get to the new stuff, man. Black Leather Blues, terrific new record, put together by you and the band, Matt Gabriel, Tommy Snalcom, just terrific musicians. You did this thing down at 8 days a week with Paul Smith.
Yes.
So always I'm going to give you some of my thoughts on the record as we get into the show a little bit. But I want to talk. I love it. I text Dustin the other day. I go, dude, these riffs are sick. I mean, they are. It just kills. But from your perspective, anytime you go in to make a record, and this is your third full length album with the Electric Gentlemen, plus the EP that you had done. What was the approach? Was there, I really like what we hit on the last record, I want to continue that? Or was there, I really want to switch it in this direction a little bit? What was your mindset going in to make your third studio album with this band?
To be honest with you, I really wanted there to be less rules. And we kind of got narrowed down into the more of the bluesy side of things, and there's also this rock side. So we always get called blues rock. That's what we're categorized as. So I wanted to honestly, I didn't write with anything in mind. I wrote with, let's just see what comes out. And I mean, the record was kind of recorded in two pieces, where, the earlier part of it was, right around COVID even, so we had some of these tracks for a while. And then there was the other half, but I'm super proud of it. And I can't wait for everybody to, kind of digest it. And
I think it's your best album.
Well, thank you.
Do you?
That's all I could ever hope for, is that each one gets better. Do I think it's my best record? Yeah, I do. And I kind of knew it.
Yeah?
I kind of knew it. I would drive home from Northumberland, where the studio is, and I would listen back to tracks, and I just felt it. And I mean, man, that's great. I mean, I fear the day where we're sitting here and you're just like, well, this is your okayest record. So well, I just have to, we're on a good stride.
That's a great feeling, though, Dustin. I did some recording with Brett and Paul when they were down in Danville, Saturation. And that ride home, the car test.
It's nice to decompress.
Big.
For the first half hour, I don't listen to anything.
Oh, yeah, you decompress.
Yeah, but then, that car ride's great.
Okay.
Honestly, a lot of these lyrics got, some of them got written on the way there.
Oh, really?
Where things would come, and some of the melodies, I was like,
So you had
not to like procrastinate.
before the songs?
No, not necessarily, but maybe they got edited. Maybe they got edited on the way there.
Oh man,
you caught me.
It's terrific stuff, man. This was the first single. We debuted this one about a month ago, so we'll kick off the show with this, and that's the first single from the record and the lead-off track from the album. Terrific tune. It's called "Why Would You Say Such a Thing."
She said, baby, 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 I'm walking out of this door. She said, baby, 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 I can't take it feel my resistance burning down, burning down. The mighty and small, the permanent all burning down, burning down, burning down.
Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman here on Music on the Menu with a song called Burning Down. Love that tune. Before that, Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman with a song called Why Would You Say Such a Thing? Both those tracks from the brand new record, Black Leather Blues. They'll be celebrating the release this Saturday night at the River Street Jazz Cafe. Dustin, the last couple times I've seen you live, or a couple last times I've seen you live, we're on big stages. I saw you at Rockin' the River last summer. You guys tore it up. Saw you guys at the FM Kirby Center a couple weeks ago with the Badleys and Joe Burke. Saw you here at the casino on the big stage last summer when you were part of the Bowl Gold 10th anniversary bash.
Yes.
So, you know, you guys, when you put your band on those type stages, which are the biggest stages in Luzerne County, really,
Sure.
you know, Rockin' the River is a Mountain Productions event. Kirby Center here at the casino, they've got the major stage. You guys just own that stage. As a live band, too, talk to me a little bit about the guys in the band, because you guys have kept this power trio together now for 7, 8 years.
Yeah, it's almost 10 years.
Is it 10 years?
It's almost
I was
10
thinking of
years.
the records, yeah, but
Yeah, so I think we talked about it a couple weeks ago, and I think it's like 9 and change. So we're coming up on 10 years.
wow. What is it about these guys that you love playing with? Because you could see it when you're on stage.
I think first and foremost, we're really good friends. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, even if we stopped playing music together, we would still be homies, you know? But, I mean, I hope that doesn't happen. but I mean, we're at the point now, it's like, we know what we're going to do before we do it. You know, they know what I'm going to, well, they think they know.
That's got to be hard with you because you like to jam.
Yeah, I mean,
so you got to have guys that are with you.
If they were here, they would definitely probably, curse me about that. But
Because you'll just decide to extend a song like
right, or
on the
change
spot,
or
right?
change a song in the set list. But I mean, I just go off my gut, and I've always gone over every, now more so than ever. But I mean, I can't speak highly enough about Tommy and Matt and I got the greatest rhythm section in the world, I think, man.
Yeah,
and
terrific.
it's like, it's a really good thing.
And video, we're going to play another song from the record now, Broken, which is the one that we've been playing on the show the longest.
Yes.
We got this one
Early.
quite a while ago.
Yeah.
A year and a half ago, maybe? Like
About a year, about a year
Yeah.
or so, yeah.
And so this was, the video was filmed down at the Iron Temple in Wilkes-Barre, which, by the way, just got some great news. They got some ARP money.
Great.
And so they're getting closer to raising enough money for the restoration of that building.
Good news.
So we're all kind of rooting for that. But, you know, do you enjoy making videos? You told us you already have another one coming up. You like making music videos? That's old school. I mean,
well, now it's a thing where it's like, I enjoy is a strong word, but it's a necessity. I mean, they take time. Good ones take time. And, you know, this last one for Change.
we're going to play that one a little later.
Yeah, that video, you know, that's a different thing. You know, my wife Amber's in it, and it's more of a storyline based, where not a performance video. So that was different. I mean, yeah. Do I like making them? I have to. So let's say yes.
Not a bad day at the office.
No, there's worse things to do, man.
Let's play that one for you right now. This one's called Broken.
You broke
Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman here on Music on the Menu with a song called Good Love. And before that, the first single from the record, sort of, not really, because the first single from the record is actually, wow, would you say such a thing? But the first song that we heard from the record was Broken.
Very true.
about a
Yeah,
year and a
you
half
could, yeah.
Right?
You know, tomato.
I'm following you here. Dustin, one of the things that, I actually wrote one of your bios for you once. I remember for one of the records, it may have been with Lemon Jelly.
Yeah.
I remember us sitting down together. I think we did one at the newspaper and we did one at
I came to your house.
my apartment or my house.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
I'd grown up by then. I had a house by then. And so I know your bio, but I still enjoy reading your bio. And so the one that you sent to us for the new record, I thought it was terrific. I don't know who did it for you, but great job. Great stuff in here. And there was a quote that popped up where you said, "I'm trying to continue the tradition of the Stones, Zeppelin, and the Faces, take the traditional blues spirit, mix it with some heavy rock, and play it for a new generation. But it ain't your papa's blues. I listen to Rage Against the Machine just as much as I listen to Muddy Waters." And I thought about that quote when I was listening to the record, because as I told the listeners at the top of the program tonight, I love the riffs on the record. I love chunky riffs, and when I think of riffs, I think of Angus Young. I think of Keith Richards. I don't think of them as real fret guys like an Eddie Van Halen or a Zakk Wylde. And yet when I listen to your music, I hear both. And so I was wondering how you came to that place as a musician. Was it just being influenced by all those type of guitarists?
There's definitely partially that. But also, I feel being the only guitarist is the bigger answer to that question.
You're the rhythm guitarist and the lead guitarist.
Correct.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
fortunate enough to I've gotten that compliment before, where somebody will come up to me after a show and say, it's like, dude, you literally are like your own rhythm guitar player. But I have to chalk that up for, playing a lot of solo acoustic shows where I'm trying to fill, I don't use a looper. I try to fill up as much space as possible to make it sound like a full thing. And then that translated to the trio. So it's like kind of a full, I don't use doubling effects, or Matt doesn't even use, as far as like technology wise, it's a very non-technical thing. We just kind of just play to sound as big as possible.
Classic power trio, really.
Yeah, man. It makes this quiet sound even that much more quiet, and it makes I love Jimmy Page will call it light and shade.
Oh yeah.
So I've heard him use that quote before, and it's so true, man. I love dynamics. I don't think heavy stuff that's like heavy from the first second and just goes for, that's cool. Don't get me wrong. I listen to a lot of that, but I think the heaviest stuff is the heavy part comes after a really soft situation,
I know that you've done occasionally over the years a tribute to him. I was at one of them at the Kirby a couple of years ago, a Stevie Ray Vaughan tribute.
Yes.
He is a guy that has riffs and frets.
Same thing.
Is he your all-time favorite player?
He's one of them. I couldn't say who my all-time favorite player is. I mean, honestly, I'd probably say Jimi Hendrix is probably my all-time.
Yeah. How come?
Because
why?
It was a little more erratic and aggressive. Where Stevie was a little more, the Texas stuff was kind of clean and concise. Where, I can find myself to be quite erratic sometimes, depending on the mood I am before the show. So, live, I like to, that's where the rage comes in, and that's where, dude, this is a record where it's like they all are starting to just really become like who I am. They're all stepping stones, man.
Jimi Hendrix and Stevie Ray Vaughan. Not bad for a top two.
You could definitely choose worse.
And on stage, and I think I told you this once, I remember we were doing one of the Concert for a Causes down at the Woodlands 15 years ago. You were playing with Lemon Jelly, and I was just standing back by the soundboard watching your set. And you had the long hair at the time. It was flopping all over the place. And you visually, you reminded me of Zakk Wylde.
Sure.
Just like a beast on stage. Like going for it.
I remember that period, too.
Yeah. So I see a lot of the greats in you, man. And,
I mean,
and
all I could hope to do is kind of just like embody it and keep it going, you know? I mean, yeah, I think it's better than just being
you've got your
influenced
own-
by the goods.
You've got your own vibe to you, no doubt about
Totally.
it. The style, the presence.
Totally.
You know, I'm not saying it's mimicry at all, but those influences, whether it be as a performer, as a musician,
Sure.
Any musician will tell you that's usually what you wind up becoming.
Absolutely, man.
Let's play that latest single. This one's called Change.
Same old story, same old news, same old guitar who plays the blues, same directions to get you there, down the same old road, it goes to nowhere. I need change. I could use a little change. I need a little change. I could use a little change. Same old town, same old regrets, same old dreams ain't come true yet. Same old show on the same old TV, same old you, same old you and me. We need change. We use a little change. We need a little change. driving riding beside the hurricane. I see lightning, I hear thunder. I'm trying to rise above what's been pulling me under. I'm just a wolf on a mountain of sheep. Don't judge a man by the company he keeps. Don't believe what you see. What you see ain't what you get. What you see ain't what you get. A life in sin, an empty
Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman here on Music on the Menu with a track called C'est la vie. Before that, a track called What You See. And before that, the new single, a track called Change. All of these tracks from the new album, Black Leather Blues, CD release party this Saturday night at the River Street Jazz Cafe. Dustin, we talked about your band. We talked about the recording. We talked about guitar playing. But you're also a lyricist. Now, you kidded around before that some of the lyrics may have come up, late in the process, but you still got to write them. What, as a songwriter, usually inspires you to write?
I don't dig too deep. I mean, it's just stuff that's on the surface that we all kind of deal with. I hit a little bit of a writer's block when it came to the lyrics because I was kind of putting a lot of pressure on myself. So I called an old friend of ours, Brett Alexander, to so he co-wrote some of these lyrics with me.
Oh, I did not know that. Because in full disclosure, Dustin emailed me the tracks, and that's what I listened to when I put the show together. So I did not see liner notes.
No, you have no liner notes.
I knew that Paul produced it.
Right.
That's all
and that
I
is
knew.
in the liner notes. You would have. So yeah, that's a little surprise there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So we spent some time. I just went back to the basement with Brett, and we. They're always there, man.
So you brought down the tracks with the music, and that's
dude.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was weird. I mean, but
What was that like?
I wanted this record to be the best it possibly could be. And I mean, very often you could get to the finish line and you could totally biff it with stupid words, cat in the hat, and a baseball bat.
Yeah,
I mean? So I refused to, and I'm not too vain to be like, I want a little help here. So where else to go? Why not go to, one of my best friends? Why not?
Go to the master,
Why
right?
not, man?
And he's a friend of yours.
And we would do it in the morning, man. We would just go down and drink coffee, and then we would just come.
And you would bring the recorded track, like with pretty much.
We would both sit there with an acoustic guitar and kind of just play it stripped down.
Okay.
There's a handful of them. A handful were already written, where I did, all the words and they were done. And then some of them were just kind of almost done, and then some of them were kind of shells, and so.
Not really being a musician myself, but somebody that has written some songs, especially when I was younger. I never even really knew that a lot of people write songs that way. I think it was an interview with Van Halen that I read when I was maybe a teenager, where Eddie said, we write the stuff and then we give it to Dave and he puts the lyrics on. Like, I just thought that the song came from the words and the melody first. That is not usually how it goes.
I read Joe Perry's book, and I think a lot of those records could have been out even earlier. But he said that Steven Tyler takes a while to write the lyrics.
So the music was done.
Done. Everybody else is done. Brad Whitford, all those dudes, Joe Perry, they're all done, and then they're waiting for Steven to. And I heard, also super hypercritical. I mean, it's not a great non-stressful situation when you're there and you're like, man, I got no pressure.
Yeah.
So man, I feel, and with that being said, I feel lyrically, sometimes you need somebody to just take it out of you.
Yeah.
It's already there, and you're just too much in your head, too. So these were some of my favorite lyrics that I've ever written in my life. So, and nothing seems forced when I play them on stage or when we nothing.
I mean, you played some of this stuff at the Kirby recently. Yeah. And you'll play almost all of it, I'm assuming, Saturday night at the Jazz Cafe. So
Absolutely.
Let's play another one from the record. This one's called Gonna Take This Train.
Tell your kids you won't be well. close, then show up in your hometown. Get a V8 for the ride, like a modern day Bonnie and Clyde. Become legends in our time, then burn the whole thing down. I'm gonna take this train, yeah, take it as far as it will go, till I run out of time. Won't be no looking back, no more, no more, no more. I'm gonna take this train, yeah, take it as far as it will go, till I run out of time. Won't be no looking back, no more, 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 no more. Mama's working 2 jobs, 5 days a week. Gotta make the money so the kids can eat. Needs a couple dollars to pay the rent. By the end of the day, the money's all spent. Working all day's no fun. She gotta do what she gotta do to get it done. To get it done. Daddy's working hard at the clubs downtown, playing his guitar. What a sweet, sweet sound. A couple more dollars to pay the rent. By the end of the night, the money's all spent. Working all night's no fun. She gotta do what she gotta do to get it done. To get it done, yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do, yeah. You gotta do what you gotta do. Working all day's no fun. Working all night's no fun. She gotta do what she gotta do to get it done. Get it done. Get it done.
Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman here on Music on the Menu with a song called Do What You Gotta Do. Before that, Dustin Douglas and the Electric Gentleman with a song called Gonna Take This Train. All the tracks we played tonight from the brand new record, Black Leather Blues, CD release party, this Saturday night at the River Street Jazz Cafe. And you got your buddy on the bill, Mr. Aaron Fink, playing with you at the Fury, right?
Yes, I am one of my best friends in this world. I just called him. I said, "You want to play this gig?" And it was going to just be a duo originally. And then he's like, "Hey, is it cool if I bring my band?" And I never replied, but he's bringing a band. Because I look back in the text messages. It was just, it was very me. So I'm excited. And rumor has it that Mr. Jeremy Hummel will be on drums.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be a really cool night, man. It's going to be great. Tickets are on sale advance. I think they're $12 in advance. Day of the show, 15. We're going to give everybody their money's worth.
Yeah, I remember your CD release party you had there in 2016. The Lightning Bolts?
Yeah,
that
the lightning bolts.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, man.
That was a great night.
We still got those lightning bolts.
Yeah, well, you got to get them out.
Bring them out of storage.
Yeah, you got to get them out. Hey, Dustin, look, it's always a pleasure to have you here. Before we sign off, where can people find the music? Are you on the regular platforms?
It is on every streaming platform possible. And then locally here in town, you can get it at, Gallery Sound.
You got this actual mechanical
CDs, these physical things of the
That's
past.
where I can get those liner notes.
That's where you can get the
Right.
Music Around, Wayne's World, Musical Energy, all your usual. You could also get them on our website.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Thank you for coming in.
Dude, it's been a pleasure, guys.
Congratulations
Thanks again.
on
Let's
the
just
record.
keep doing this. We're just going to keep doing
Just
this.
do it. Open invitation.
My man.
You can just pop in even if you don't have new music. Just come on by.
You guys
talk
will get
about
sick of
other
me.
bands. We'll have fun.
Yeah, all right. Deal.
This is the last track from the new record. It's called Barely Holding On. We'll see you Saturday at the Jazz Cafe.
Words can't say, silence will. Love in vain is a bitter pill. I just can't do this. I can't take this anymore. I'll cry you my tears, sing you my song, go easy on my heart. I'm barely holding on. I'll tell you my fears, don't string me along. Darling, don't let me fall. I'm barely holding on, barely holding on. Barely song. Go easy on my heart. I'm barely holding on.